Hello, YouTube. Ziggy No here. Welcome. Wanted to take a few moments and show you what I'm kind of doing with two of my new favorite tools in the hobby. I'm a big fan of Market Movers and just started using CardLadder last week. So I thought I'd share with you what I'm seeing. It's a kind of a no-brainer, but I thought I'd show you how I'm using the tools and what I think is going on here. So what I have on the screen for you is CardLadder, and it should be no surprise. Last night was announced that Cam Newton is going over to the Patriots. Now, what shocks me is how fast people react in this market. Now, again, I remember even when the news was announced, I was talking to some friends in chat and I was like, who's hitting eBang? I start buying up Cam Newton's, and who's hitting CMOC. And, I was probably late at that moment already. But if you look here at the ladder, you go to their scorecard, their score ladder today, you'll see that it's just Cam Newton everywhere. Cam Newton, Cam Newton, Cam Newton, Cam Newton, right? He leads, I think he has, what, 5 of the top 6 are Cam Newton cards. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm still learning the ladder about their Hall of Fame scores and their score system. That was shocking to me that it had a one-day impact on the ladder so fast. So look to hear, from the guys at the ladder and their thoughts. It didn't impact like the Hall of Fame at all. The Hall of Fame still has, I would say the Mike Trout's on the Hall of Fame, which I think is interesting. But it does impact the undervalued, right? It's showing you here undervalued. And again, if you look at Cam Newton, you talk about Cam Newton, rookie cards. He has the Topps Chrome, the Topps base. So look at this card, the Chrome PSA 9, right? Predicted current value is $26. Predicted values, $335. I got to assume that current value is already changed, right? But when I saw that, my first thoughts are, well, let me go to Market Movers, right? I like Market Movers because it lets me really play with the data. And I'll talk a little bit later on when I do my reviews of CardLadder and Market Movers, but CardLadder for me is really good in giving me some great information. I like their news feed. Their news feed actually had the Cam Newton headline here as well. Where was that? I need to put it under all. That's why I didn't see it. Here it is, Cam Newton, right here. So that was posted last night. But I like the Market Movers. So Market Movers, I go over here and I went straight to, I built out a Cam Newton search. I'll go ahead and hit on that. And what I basically did is pick Cam Newton. I picked his 2011 Chrome Football and Topps Football base cards, looked at them both raw and PSA 10s. So on the PSA 10, let's see, the red guy here is, and you'll see this down here with the graph, right? You've got the black, the purple, the red, and the orange. It doesn't seem like the black is showing up very much, and that's probably because look at this low pop, right? I mean, look at that, 36 Chrome that are PSA 10. That's pretty, that's cool. So I want to look back maybe on some longer sets of data to see if I can find that card. But anyway, for this video, let's focus on what I had prepared. So I can look at the base, I can look at the PSA 10, right? And here is the raw. Look at this spike, right? 23rd, 28th, here's 29th, and look at those prices. So right now, those raw cards that he had as PSA 9 are selling for that. So let's go see if I can find any PSA 9. So let's go here to Market Movers. I will go to chart a card. I'll go ahead and pick Cam Newton. And what I like about this is it lets me do this very quickly. Cam Newton, Topps Chrome, choose sets, base, choose. It doesn't have PSA 9 in here. Let's look for BGS 9.5. We'll have to request PSA 9 or do some manual searches for that. But here, though, we can see, and I like this too, because again, I'm getting a sense of what the price is for these. And these, man, okay, the base, okay, these are BGS cards, and those are pretty low price. I mean, there was definitely a spike here, but those were selling really cheap, 17 or 20 bucks. Now let's go down here and see if there's any for sale. We'll be able to check. It doesn't appear like there are. It looks like prices are going to pop quickly on these guys. Let's see if these guys got any for sale. Here's a 9.5. It's not the, it's a score rookie. Look at that, $400 this guy's asking for this card. See how fast this market works, man? Anyway, I thought I was going to show you that. Now let me play. I want to play with a few other things I did. So, I was looking at football and made me think to myself, well, we should probably be thinking about football season, right? I mean, play or no play. I decided to go here and build a football search. So you got football 2019 rookie QBs Prism, and this is going to show me raw and graded. Check that out. Isn't this cool, guys? So here I've got what I'm looking at here. I'm going to scroll forward here to the end here because this is where the most recent data is, okay? And I'm trying to get where I get a set of all the pieces. Here's got a good subset of data. I can see here at the bottom, or the top guy here is currently Murray around 340, Drew Lock around 300. These are base PSA 10s. Daniel Jones 177. Now in raw, 56 for Kyle Murray, 16 for Daniel Jones, and 11 for Haskins. So I'll say right there, I like the Daniel Jones. That's almost a 10x multiplier if you can buy a raw and it grades a PSA 10. Let's look at some other stats here. I was trying to find Stedman, and to be honest, he's not showing up in PSAs here. I see Murray, Locke, Jones, Haskin, all in PSA, all over $100. Haskin being the low at 124. And then I've got Murray, Locke. Stedman is the third. So you think his PSAs would be showing up, but they're not, at $29. And we'll see if that starts to dip or not, or if he holds ground. But again, watching what's going on with Cam Newton in the football world made me start thinking about what's going on with these football quarterbacks. And this is just a quick way where I can get a snapshot of these guys and start thinking about who I might go target. So like I said, I like buying raw and trying to grade them. I'm not a big fan of chasing graded cards, especially because these players are so volatile. I mean, at this point, I'm asking at $9.67 raw, right? I'd say buy 10 of those, right? Grade them. And we looked earlier, the grading, they're coming in at 100. I mean, that's a 12x multiplier. So Haskins to me looks like a really good buy. Jones to me also looks like another really good buy. And then of course it's going to come down to performance. But you look at that, the NFC East, there's a lot of room for these guys to perform there. Expectations are low. Either one of those guys make the playoffs, and their card's going to rocket. I think Drew Lock just is going to have a little more challenge, and Kyle Murray in the divisions they're in, to show true value. So hopefully that's a cool little snapshot of football trends by using CardLadder today and MarketMovers to look and analyze the data, see that quick spike, and be able to potentially take action on that. Please I'd love to hear your comments, and if you're not a subscriber already, would love to have you become a subscriber, and look forward to doing more of these videos in the future. Thank you and have a great day.